Say good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
We're just talking about how weird it is here at Rain Lake. It's almost like someone has a water can and they just sprinkle a little and then they stop.
Like literally just
Right.
crossing one street. One little street.
So I'm enjoying yet another YouTube ban. So I'm just going to be uploading to the second channel for the remainder of the week because you can't stop me. I have to bring my mediocre content to YouTube no matter what. Now the thing is, you gotta stay in these spaces. Are you okay, Bum? I always say, like, whether it's Instagram or anywhere where they don't want you to be, where you're getting banned, it's important that you stay there. Even if you're like so shadowed that you're not reaching anybody, just to be a fucking sliver in the craw of these people, it's very important. Because not saying anything and not doing anything you can to protest is compliance, you know? So evil's allowed to flourish when people don't say anything. Right, Bum?
Yes.
Yeah. We're walking a little fast because Nia's got to get to, she's running a little late, which is kind of unbelievable. That doesn't happen often. Usually you leave early. I think I let you sleep a little long. I don't know what happened there. Could be. What's today look like for you?
Busy.
It's busy every day. Nothing special happening?
No, it's really busy.
You okay? you look distressed. I wake up in the morning and I put a camera in her face during these walks, and I'm like, I expect something from her, and she doesn't have much. Yeah, look at this. Is that broken? Oh yeah, it's busted. That's okay. That's clean water though, hon.
Yeah.
It's coming out of a hose. You don't want to walk in puddles here normally because there's a lot of hotels and they have a lot of cleaning agents that they use to clean these places. So when, you know, they're leaking water, it's usually a chemical soup. I've walked through them before with Nia, and on the way home I'm like, why are my feet burning? Because it's a mix of a bunch of stuff, and plus, you know, whatever dirty stuff is in the water from people, it's a bad scene. So you want to minimize the amount of time in the water here. Hey, the moon's still up, Bob. Nice and clear. Look how clear that thing is. 500,000 miles away. 500,000 miles away. I can, like I always say, I can see the craters on that thing, right? So clear, and yet I can't read a sign that's lit up 2 blocks down. That's a cognitive dissonance situation there. It's like, why is this like this? Why can I see this but not this? Because the moon is local. It's encouraging to, every day as I'm online, seeing people discuss things in a way that some of us used to a couple years ago and were kind of ridiculed for. It's becoming common knowledge. It's nice. It's nice. Whether it's, you know, like something like the moon, you know, or moon-related subjects like NASA. I think everybody kind of knows the deal with NASA now. It's, you know, people make jokes about it. Only the really few deeply hypnotized, spell-affected people are really in on the NASA thing. Like, even a lot of normies understand the whole NASA thing. Let's go. Let's roll out. Oh, it's white anyway. we thought we were being. We
thought we were getting wild.
Yeah, we thought we were getting wild by crossing the street without a light, and indeed, we weren't. Yeah, just saying to Nia, I'm always talking about the declining safety of our neighborhood, and how she goes off to work every morning like this in the dark. I'm like, you should probably be with her. You know, I can't
It's fine.
complain about the uptick in all the crap and not be here. Because this is basically still nighttime. I mean, here's the thing now. A lot of the people that you have to worry about,
Oh, watch out for the chickens.
they're sleeping now. You
Why
know,
did the chicken cross the road?
why the chicken cross the sidewalk?
Look,
Look at all these chickens. Hello, little man. How you doing?
sorry.
We gotta go. We're busy.
I'm sorry.
Look at all these guys, little family over here.
I know, sorry.
Hey, little guys. Sorry, them joining the run through the air.
I'm so sorry.
Them chickens is fast.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Them chickens is fast. Look at this guy. Oh,
There's so many.
I thought it was one. It was two of them together. I thought it was like one big mega chicken.
Oh,
I thought it was like a Voltron chicken.
I'm sorry, be safe. You gotta go.
You gotta go. I hear ya.
You safe, okay?
How about no case you go?
Yeah.
All right, bye. I love you, Bob. Let me know what's happening, okay? Send me a text when you're in there.
You send me a text when you get home safely.
I'll send you a text when I get home. We'll text each other. How's that? All right, Bob. Have a good day. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, anyone that's going to be a problem is usually passed out now. And you won't see them again until around noontime. Unless, like, someone's on meth or something and they're just up, you know. In fact, when I see potential problem characters at this type of the morning, I become very alert because I know they've been partying all night, and they're gonna be extra. You're supposed to go into, you know, you never used to have to worry about this here in Honolulu, but I'm not gonna do that. I've done that. It's getting old. It's getting old. We all have our problems, you know what I mean? The problems I talk about just happen to be my problems. So, yeah, that thing is so fucking bright. It's so bright and it's so clear. Like this, you can see the detail in it. I had a thing I was doing a couple years ago that I got from some other people too, where I was showing how the little craters on the moon mirror continents in America, on the world. Yeah, not all of them. Like, you could fit the continents we know of, right, in the craters. They fit like perfectly. So what it is what the idea is that it's a reflection of the Earth, or a mirror image of the Earth. And it also shows us that there's a lot more land outside of our little area that we don't know about. Now, on to us it would be stuff beyond, like, the Antarctica, beyond the Antarctic wall. And we're gonna go to the beach. How about that? It's a good time for it. It's a good time for it because, you know, it's empty out here, which is the best time to be out here. I would cross the street, but people like me have to wait for the light. People like me have to wait. There we go. Now we're going. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I got a couple things that I still haven't posted yet about the Swedish bro who had some information from a lab, which was showing that the those things they're finding in people are surviving independent of their bodies. But it's with his example, he's got it in a fluid. Well, I don't know, the embalmers have them in fluids too, but maybe it's embalming fluid. They've been saving these things. Like, embalmers have been saving them, keeping them in jars just to show, you know. I don't know if you've seen them, they look like this. There's a lot of WebMD of people, of the doctors, the embalmers, pulling these things out of people. Long, stringy things that they're like the consistency, I guess, of rubber bands. We all know, I've gone over this before. But the point I was about to make is, I don't know what they were keeping them in at the Swedish lab. Like what the liquid was it was in it. It's white. It's like milk or something, but I know it's probably not milk. But the ones that they're moving around in seem to be whatever they're keeping them in this Swedish lab. I don't know what the solution is. And the guy that originally posted it stopped posting right after because the original photo, there's a barcode on the back. And that doesn't show the whole barcode, but it shows enough of it that I think if you ran some kind of program on it that went through numbers, maybe you'd get it. I don't know. Or maybe just the beginning of the numbers will reveal something about it. I know people have checked that out. I don't know what the consensus was on that. But after he posted that, he never posted again. So all we have is that one photo to go off. It doesn't really show anything. It just shows the organism in the white liquid. It looks like it's bleeding or there's still blood in it. That could be, you know, from anything. And again, just a picture on the internet, but it's interesting. The story is interesting, where he says these things have been living outside of the bodies once they pull them out, which would kind of fit in with everything else because they're organisms. But I got 2 videos waiting to go up about this, so I should just wait on that. Yeah, this week, as I said, I'm enjoying my 4th band. In just about, it's been almost 3 years I've been here on YouTube, so it's almost 1 a year. I think this time they were right though. They did the right thing. I was so caught up in trying to show someone this evil that I didn't realize the evil itself was too evil for YouTube. And they say it was, I forget exactly what the strike was called, but it's in the idea, or in the, help me, basic words, I don't know, in the event, in the event of protecting children, with an eye toward protecting children, the content wasn't able to be, was taken right down immediately. And, you know, if they really want to protect children, perhaps they would get rid of all those MK Ultra, Mockingbird, tone fucking, the ones that play the tones, or all those Elsa videos, or all those Spider-Man videos where they hypersexualize bathroom functions and all that weird stuff. That's all fine because the right people are posting child-harming content. You know, when you have just someone outside of their circle posting potentially child-harming content, and you know, and it wasn't harmful to children. What it did was it showed a child being harmed, basically. There was if I didn't explain it before, I think I did. It's a rabbi in a back room. I'll see if I can show it. See, I don't even want to show a screenshot because I think the way they got me, this is all automated. There's no way there's people sitting here watching for this stuff, because it got, within a minute, they got it and gave me a content strike. I think what it is they knew this video was out there, and they fed it into the whatever visual algorithm they have, so that if you see the first frame from this video, which is basically the room where this guy's sitting in, he's got all these like kind of religious books on the fucking counter, which is weird. I'll have to look at what those are. I thought I saw the Torah. It's probably the Talmud is probably there too. I don't know. I have to look it up. Anyway, it's just a shot of his desk, and the child isn't even in the frame yet. It's just him sitting down, stretching out, and it's like he's in the full suit. He's in the full fucking costume with the little Cheetos hanging from his head, the whole deal. Glasses. You know, you're if you had to draw a picture of what these people look like, that's, you know. So, and then he has a little black child that he pulls into the frame and just starts shaking the kid. It's an exaggerated, like when you have a little baby and you're kind of playing with them. like maybe playing with their hands, like look at you, you know what I mean? If you do that, I don't really even do that, you know, because usually any baby I encounter is not mine. And I don't like to, I don't even like being around other people's kids. I run into this, anyway, the video just shows them shaking the shit out of them. I run into this when I'm like shopping a lot, you know, because I always buy ridiculous plastic shit, which means I'm always in the ridiculous plastic shit aisle, which is usually like a meeting place for parents. They're having like a meeting there or whatever, which is really just all of them standing in a circle looking at their individual phones, clogging up the aisle so I can't get by. But anyway, in these aisles I'll be in, little kids see me, and for some reason they want to know what I'm doing there, I guess. So they're curious, they're interested. I don't want those little things around. I don't want those little kids around me. It's just weird, you know. They're not my kids. I don't like being around kids that aren't mine, you know. And since I don't have any of my own, I guess that's fucking everything. Why did joggers buzz me? A lot of space here, right? Homeboy runs so close to me that I could feel the wind from his t-shirt flapping, from his t-shirt sleeve. I complained about this before on my list of many, many things I complain about. It's just weird. It's just weird that they do that, you know. I mean, if he didn't buzz me, I wouldn't have even noticed it. He just put it. If he was like right there where he should have been, because he saw me up ahead, it's almost like he didn't know I was there until the last minute. Is how it felt. Like I heard the footsteps coming right up behind me, and then I feel the wind from his floppy t-shirt. Fucking robot. Worst thing you can do for your body, by the way. They all think they're out here doing something for themselves. Just fucking walk. Just fucking walk. I have family members that got into the running craze. They're all fucked up. The young ones too. Like some in their 20s. All their legs are fucked up. All of them. Because what it is you're fucking slamming your knees onto the concrete with a lot of weight. Boom, 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 boom. You're just fucking rattling your body apart. You're fucking dusting your legs. You know? But you can't explain things like that to normal people. They're not going to listen to you. All you need to do is walk. That's it. Just fucking walk. It does the same. If you're looking at calories, like you're trying to figure that shit out, it's the same fucking thing. It's the same thing. They might be able to argue that, well, it burns it at a higher rate. I've already looked into this stuff. It's fucking settled science as far as I'm concerned. Walking, you're just going to have to take my word for it, bro. This is going to have to be a trust me, bro moment. If you're thinking of running, just fucking walk. Walk and save your legs. And that way you're not out here like that fucking penis for deers that fucking came by and had to fucking buzz me. It's like almost like, hey, you should be running too, buddy. I don't know. Like what is the point of that? I don't know. Unless it's a TI thing. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I write off as just like, what the fuck is wrong with this person? That could very well be TI things. But like I've often said, like if I am being messed with, people are so lazy here, I wouldn't know it. Because no, everybody does a real half-assed job at everything. And they're mad when they have to work. God. I was about to tell a story about this fucking ignorant little girl at the market the other day who was waiting on me. But anyway, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I eventually had to get her manager. So I was trying to get a box to put muffins in. I'm not going to go into the whole thing. But I finally had to call the manager, and he comes over and he's just like, just give him the box. And she stares at me like she wants to fight me. Now, this is probably a racism thing. A lot of the young islanders hate Caucasians mainly because a lot of them are illiterate, so they don't know history because they can't read history, and the only thing they know about it is what their racist aunties and uncles told them, which is that white man bad took all our stuff, which is not what happened at all. But whatever. So yeah, a lot of them just don't like it. Just they like it if you're visiting, spending money, and going home. if they think you're sticking around, they fucking hate you. The funny thing is though, with all of them having to be shipped over to Las Vegas, right? Because of what the government did here by doing the demographic replacement that they've done. You know, people moving from Las Vegas here would get to go home, you know, leave our cheeky treasure alone. I wonder how they'll be treated over on the mainland. No one will say any of the dumb shit that they said to people here. It's like, well, now that the shoe's on the other foot, you know, it could be like a learning moment, but it's hard to get people to learn anything. It's just they won't. They're resistant to it. They get mad if you try to do it. So I don't think you're gonna learn anything. But yeah, get off my mainland. They're not gonna hear that. You know, they're not gonna hear that. But it is interesting to think about. The whole thing's dumb anyway. It's like a lot of times they ride around here with their flags telling tourists to go home. It's like, dude, how do you think this place survives? How else are you going to generate money? But that would involve long-term thinking. You know, not even long-term. That's like, he's on step one, this is like step two. It's like, yeah. Are you going to broker a deal with Matson to keep them bringing stuff? With what money? You know what I mean? They don't think it's, because it's not about really wresting control back. They don't care. They just want to hate people who they think has made their lives, all the failures of their lives, they want to blame on someone. That's everybody now. Everybody wants to do it. They want to blame it on someone. I've done that too. You know? You know what I'm talking about. Not the Amish this time. That's more of a overarching systematic thing though. That's systematic racism. That's systematic, right? That is actually systematic racism, not the fake thing that they talk about. If anything, it's flip-flopped completely. While people aren't as harsh, they don't have to deal with the harsh stuff that a lot of African Americans had to deal with, or Africans in general. Like African Americans doesn't mean anything. Africans, okay, that's what I like to use. Not black and white, because that's our master's words. That's Yankees and Red Sox, McDonald's and Burger King, Pepsi and Coke. That's the fucking paradigm they get you in, so you're endlessly fighting each other. I don't like using that term either, but while the reality isn't as harsh toward Caucasians as it was toward Africans historically, it's fucking getting there. It's fucking getting there. And Africans in their place are enjoying privileges now like they didn't had before. Like the ability to just walk into a store, take what they want, and everybody's like, no, don't do anything. Let them take their stuff. Like, we never had that before in the country. And I'm going to indulge in whataboutism, because I am. Fucking seethe and fucking dilate. If I was to do that, okay, do you think I'd get out the door? Like, in that sort of brazen kind of way? No, I'd be tackled by some fucking wagey in 2 seconds. But I don't need to do that. I don't have designs on robbing anything, because my people aren't hunter-gatherers, which is the whole thing. You have these genetic compulsions to do things. I have a genetic compulsion to grow food and build a house. I don't follow it though, because I live in a mouse utopia, you know, so I can't. But yeah, people have these sort of innate racial compulsions to do things. If your compulsion is to hunt and gather, and you live in a fucking city, well, you gotta still do it, but it manifests itself in different ways. There's no animals here, but there's people, and there's, you know, not much to gather except other people's goods, and that's really it. It's not even their fault. You know, the more I study these things, the racial differences between the people and genetics, the more I start to feel for the African situation, because they've been put in a situation where they can't possibly do well. They can't possibly compete. And then they get angry and it causes problems. Our masters know this though. They have all the forbidden knowledge about people's brains and how they work and why people aren't compatible in certain situations. It's like, you know, putting me in a fish colony and then saying, you know, compete. I mean, I can breathe underwater, but there's a lot of other factors working against me there. So, like when I say it's not even their fault, I mean, yeah, I don't want to make excuses for people going in and robbing the store here, which they've done. We're just walking in and grabbing stuff. And they're on guards in these, I forget which one it was. It was one of these recently. Was it, wasn't Lewis Button? Was it Lewis Button? Anyway, they walked in, just blatantly grabbed some stuff, and walked out with it. They're never caught. But there's armed guards in there. You know, they all, like the three-piece suits on. I know they're carrying a weapon, of course, because there's thousands of dollars worth of stuff. They're like a handbag there. It's going to be 10 grand. But they didn't do nothing. Not doing anything. I would be aired the fuck out. But they don't expect me to do that. Because they're racist. No, he's white. He wouldn't do that. That's the whole thing, too. It's funny. It's like they talk about white supremacy. Any of that is coming from the other side. You know, there's this assumption like, well, you don't need to do that. These people have to. You know they can't compete on your level. So we have to step in and help them. It's like, dude, that's not fucking... that's awful, you know? But that's the implication, you know? I don't know. It's fucked up. So if anyone's putting white people on a pedestal, it's not white people, it's the other side. Sides. That's why I don't like to get involved in that shit, because it's all it is, just sides. Idiot ping pong back and forth, blah, blah, blah. No one cares. I mean, they care. They care too much. It's too bad. Well, I'll be back in a little bit. You know, just because we're banned from one place, just move to another place. And you say, well, no one, you have no subscribers over there. Yeah, it's not about that. It's never been about that. And that's hard for people to understand, because most people are wrapped up in narcissism and ignorance. Narcissism and ignorance, man. That's a potent combination. Many such cases. Well, until a little bit later, don't blame the teacher, blame the school.